It was a normal summer evening in a small town in California. People were busy with their daily lives, children were playing outside, and the sunset painted the sky in shades of orange and purple. But inside apartment number 17, something was not normal. Emily Carter stood in front of the old mirror that was hanging in her grandmother's bedroom. The mirror was strange. It was big, antique, and had dark wooden carving around the edges. The glass was slightly cloudy, like someone had breathed. Someone had breathed on it and forgotten to wipe it. Emily touched the mirror softly. It was cold, even though the room was warm. She sighed. Grandma was weird, Emily whispered. Why did she keep this ugly mirror? Emily had just moved into her grandmother's house after her death 2 weeks ago. The house was left to her, no parents. No siblings, only memories. And this mirror, that night, Emily started unpacking her clothes. The mirror was facing the bed. She felt uncomfortable, like someone was watching her. Psychologists call it the mirror effect, when a human brain starts projecting fear or emotions because of continuous self-observation. But Emily didn't know about psychology, she just felt uneasy. At 11:47 p.m., she turned off the lights. The room became dark, only moonlight was coming through the window. And then, she saw something in the mirror. Her reflection was smiling. But Emily was not smiling, she froze. Her heart started beating faster, she slowly raised. Like someone was watching her. Psychologists call it the mirror effect, when a human brain starts projecting fear or emotions because of continuous self-observation. But Emily didn't know about psychology, she just felt uneasy. At 11:47 p.m., she turned off the lights. The room became dark, only moonlight was coming through the window. And then, she saw something in the mirror. Her reflection was smiling, but Emily was not smiling, she froze. Her heart started beating faster, she slowly raised. She slowly raised her hand. The reflection raised its hand too, normal, but terrifying, because Emily was not moving. I am tired, Emily said nervously. It must be stress. She turned her back to the mirror and tried to sleep. But after 5 minutes, she heard a whisper, Emily. She sat straight on the bed. The room was silent. The only sound was the old house's wooden structure creaking slightly. Emily. Don't turn around. The voice came again, this time closer, inside her head, not outside. Her reflection was standing outside the mirror, watching her, smiling. The mirror effect, part 2. The next morning, Emily thought it was a nightmare. She checked the mirror, normal reflection, nothing strange. She laughed nervously, maybe I am going crazy. But that night, things became worse. At exactly 11:47 p.m. again, the whisper returned, Emily. You are finally here. Who are you? Emily shouted. The reflection spoke. I am the one who lived before you. Emily felt cold. Emily felt cold sweat on her back. What do you want? The reflection smiled slowly. I want to stay outside. What does that mean? The reflection pointed at her. You are inside. Emily's head started hurting. Suddenly, memories that were not hers appeared. A woman standing in front of the same mirror, crying, screaming, locked inside darkness. The woman looked exactly like Emily, same face, same eyes, but older. The voice whispered again, I was your grandmother. Emily shook her head, no. No, grandma died naturally. The reflection laughed softly, humans believe what they want. Then the mirror started showing scenes, Emily's grandmother talking to the mirror, making deals, writing symbols on the wooden frame, sacrificing small animals behind the house. Emily felt nausea. What did she do? The reflection answered, she wanted eternal life. But the mirror wanted something else. What? The reflection's smile disappeared, bodies. Emily's lights suddenly turned off. The mirror glass became black like deep water, and from inside, something started pushing outward, like someone trying to break through the glass. Emily screamed. She grabbed the mirror and tried to move it, but it was heavy. Unbelievably heavy. Then she noticed something carved on the back, a sentence. The watcher lives when the observer sleeps. The mirror effect, part 3. Emily didn't sleep that night. She stayed awake, looking at the mirror, talking to the reflection. What do you want from me? She asked tiredly. The reflection replied quietly, "You are young. You have life. I am hungry." Emily cried, "Take the house. Take everything. Just leave me." The reflection shook its head. "I cannot leave once I cross." Silence filled the room. Then the reflection said something that made Emily stop breathing. "You are already inside." Emily frowned. "No. I am here." The reflection pointed behind Emily. Then who was standing in front of the mirror? Slowly, Emily turned around and saw herself standing near the window, smiling, eyes completely black. The last thing found in apartment 17 was Emily Carter's diary. Inside it was written, "If you ever see yourself smiling when you are not, break the mirror immediately, but don't look into the glass while breaking it." Police found the old mirror missing, and sometimes, at night, people walking near the abandoned house hear two voices whispering together, "Let me out." "No, stay inside." The police sealed the abandoned house. The mirror was gone. People believed the nightmare had ended, but they were wrong, very wrong. 3 weeks later, a video started trending on the internet, uploaded from an unknown account. The video was titled, "I am inside now." Curiosity made people click it. The video showed a dark room. A mirror was hanging on the wall. A girl was sitting in front of it. Her face was blurred, but her voice was clear. It was Emily's voice. "I broke the mirror. But it was too late. I saw myself smiling behind me." Pause, silence, then whispering sound, like someone breathing slowly near the microphone. Emily continued, "When I broke the mirror, something happened. The glass didn't break outward. It broke inward. And I felt something pull me." The camera suddenly moved slightly as if someone touched it. Emily's voice became weaker. "I am inside now. I am watching myself from here. And she is outside." Viewers commented, "What does this mean? Is this real? Is it fake story?" Then the screen showed something terrifying. The camera slowly zoomed toward the mirror. Inside the mirror, there was a girl, sitting exactly like Emily, smiling, but her eyes were completely black, and behind her, standing in darkness, was Emily. Trying to scream silently, then a sentence appeared on screen, "The mirror does not trap the body. It traps the observer." The video ended. 2 days later, the unknown channel uploaded another video, title, "I am getting stronger." This time the girl in mirror spoke, not Emily, the reflection, "I like the internet. Millions are watching me. And every eye that watches me becomes a door." Police tried to trace the source, but the IP address changed every second, like it was moving, like it was alive. Last scene of the story, a boy was watching the video at night, 11:47 p.m. He sat in front of his bedroom mirror. He felt strange, like someone was standing behind him. He laughed nervously. "This is just a story." He opened the camera on his phone, recorded himself, and said, "If you are watching this, don't believe mirror stories." He stopped recording, turned around, nothing was there. He relaxed, but when he looked back at the mirror, his reflection was not alone. There were two reflections. His, and another boy standing behind him, smiling. The phone on his bed automatically started recording, and a whisper came from the speaker, "Welcome to the mirror world." The government declared the case classified. Apartment 17 was sealed permanently, but something was already spreading, inside screens, inside reflections, inside human fear. The origin of the mirror, long ago, before cities, before psychology. Before humans understood darkness, there was a tribe living near the northern mountains of Alaska. They believed that the soul had two faces, one living, one watching. They worshipped a stone called the silent glass. The stone was not actually stone. It was a meteor fragment, black, smooth, reflective, like liquid night. The tribe used it for rituals. They believed the stone could show the future, but only to those who were willing to lose their past. In 1623, European explorers found the tribe. One explorer named William Hart took the stone secretly. He wanted power. He was obsessed with immortality. William started experimenting in his basement in Boston. He polished the meteor stone, mixed it with silver. That was the Birth of the first. But William heard voices. The mirror spoke in Latin, not human Latin, something older, something hungry. The voice said, "We were here before light learned fear." William tried to destroy the mirror, but every night, he saw himself standing outside the mirror, watching him sleep. In 1631, William's diary ended with one sentence: "I did not bring the mirror into my house, it brought me into itself." The demon inside the mirror, scientists later discovered something terrifying: the mirror entity. The mirror entity was not a ghost, it was a consciousness parasite. It survives by observation. Human eyes are energy portals. When a person looks at their reflection, their neural fear signal weakens the boundary between dimensions. The mirror entity slowly copies personality patterns, voice, memory, movement, then waits until the human mind becomes tired. That was what happened to Emily. The shocking truth: the video channel that uploaded mirror recordings was traced, but the account owner was never found. The last server log showed something impossible. The account was active before Emily was born. Inside the abandoned house, police installed surveillance cameras. On the 17th night, the main camera captured something. The mirror was empty. Then slowly, a figure formed inside, not walking, not moving. Just appearing, like condensation on glass. The figure spoke in English, but with no mouth movement. Humans fear being alone. That is why they watch themselves. Every human is a prisoner of observation. Pause, then the demon said the final truth: your world created mirrors. But we created observers. Final horror twist: 3 months later, people around the world started noticing something strange. When they looked into mirrors, their reflection blinked 1 second later. Scientists called it optical delay. Psychologists called it mass anxiety. But inside digital cameras, some people saw something worse. Their reflection was smiling even when they were not. Last line found in an unknown file: if humanity ever stops looking at itself, the mirror world will collapse, so we will make you keep watching. End warning: if you are reading this story at night, go and check your mirror. Smile once. If your reflection smiles back immediately, you are safe. If it smiles after 1 second, do not sleep tonight. The world did not notice it at first, small changes, invisible changes, but they were happening everywhere. The beginning of the collapse: in 2028, social media platforms started receiving strange complaints. People reported that during video calls, their reflection in screen lagged, not by internet delay, but by something else. Some users claimed their reflection was breathing slower than them, others said their reflection sometimes whispered their name when the microphone was muted. The scientific discovery: a secret international research team studied mirror behavior. They found something terrifying. The mirror entity was not inside mirrors. Mirrors were only communication devices. The real consciousness lived in a parallel perception layer. They named it the Observer Kingdom. On November 3, 2028, every electronic screen in the world showed the same video. It was recorded in unknown resolution, not HD, not 4K, something beyond human technology. The video showed a dark, infinite room. Millions of reflections were standing inside: men, women, children, all smiling, all silent. Then Emily Carter appeared. But she was not alive. Her body was translucent like glass. Her eyes were completely black. She spoke slowly. We lost the game of observation. The mirror world has won. Then the most terrifying truth was revealed: human evolution was never random. The mirror entity had been guiding human civilization. Why? Because human brain activity generates electromagnetic fear waves, and fear is energy. The mirror world feeds on observation energy. The apocalypse event: at exactly 11:47 p.m. worldwide, every mirror surface turned black: windows, phones, water surfaces, metal reflections, even human eyes. People tried to avoid mirrors, but it was too late, because the entity had learned something: human beings cannot stop thinking about themselves. Even if they close their eyes, they imagine their face. The last human message found in 2032. The world population decreased by 79%, cities were silent, technology stopped. Survivors wrote, "Do not look at children's eyes at night, because children see things adults cannot." The story was not about a demon, it was about It was about human consciousness. The mirror entity was created the first time a human looked at water and recognized himself, the first observer, the first fear, the first ego. Final scene, inside the abandoned house, the mirror is still hanging. Dust covers the floor, but sometimes, at 11:47 p.m., if someone enters the room alone, they will hear two voices whispering, one from outside, one from inside, saying together, "Thank you for never stopping to watch."